Action.
I didn't even know I was pregnant until I felt that baby suck the life out of me. I couldn't breathe. That's how I know what was in me was a mass of mistakes. A lustful night in the backseat of his car, staring at a broken lamppost. My body gyrating to them heaving pleasures between my thighs. I was 17 years old. 17 years old, hanging clothes out on the line. Blood dripping down my legs. I thought I was peeing on myself, except it was black. My stomach started cramping. I leaned against the house and the orange trees and cherry bushes hid me from the neighbors. That baby fell out right from between my legs and fell on that ground. I just picked it up. It fit right in my hand. Looked like it was a boy. A black cloud of mistakes in my hand. I couldn't tell Bray Boy what we did got me with child.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I
It's
hope
so
your
good to be back.
right. I hope your holiday was good.
Oh, it was good. It was cool.
What you got? You got a Porsche?
Huh?
I said, what you
I
got?
got
You
a
got a
who?
Porsche? A Porsche.
I wish. I wish. That was on my wish list. I didn't get it, but I wish I did.
You is stupid. You
Oh
so
man, how was your Christmas?
It was
How was your
good. It was
Christmas?
girl, it was good. We was down in Florida. Mr. Leavy
Oh
took them
wow.
kids. He took them kids to go to, I never heard of it before, Alligator Farm.
Oh,
Girl, they went and
strange.
saw all kinds of alligator. Them kids was excited. They went and
Alligator
saw all
farm.
kinds of alligator farms.
Oh
And
yeah.
then you know Uncle Gary, anytime you go down south, he wants somebody to bring an alligator bag. So
So did y'all
we
drive
asked,
or did y'all like
yeah, that was the longest drive of my life.
yeah, I know that was 12 hours.
Yeah. Well, me and David split it
Oh,
up. We did 6 to 6, but yeah, that was
okay.
12 days on hours. But yeah,
Okay.
we ended up bringing Uncle Gary some alligator meat back.
Alligator meat.
Don't ask me what he gonna do with it, but he asked for it, so
Strange, but okay. What the hell is alligator meat?
David said something about you could do like you could make like some alligator nuggets or something like that. I don't know, girl. I kept that thing in a package in 2 bags and one of those freezer bags. I said I don't even want to look at it. That looks disgusting, but we'll see what he gonna do with it because I don't want nothing to do with it. And then hold on top of that, so they exchanging meat across states. On top of that, when we went to Florida, my mother got Uncle Gary coming over here dropping off daggone dead meat. So I had to take dead meat down to Florida and bring alligator meat back.
So he cooked it like he was cooking the alligator meat.
He's gonna cook that. I don't know what he's gonna. I don't know if he's gonna make some alligator stew, some nuggets, or
Now
what.
I know when we went to We went to New Orleans. My friends ate like these alligator bites. They was like little fried alligators. Like
that's
it was
what I'm
like
saying,
fried
like
little
nuggets,
alligator
right?
nuggets. Yeah.
I think that's what he gonna make, some fried alligator nuggets. Did you
my
taste
God.
it?
No, I'm not eating it. I don't eat that kind of stuff.
That's what that girl said. You take.
They tore it up. They was like, it tastes good. It tastes like chicken. No, chicken tastes like chicken. I don't know what an alligator tastes like. I'm good.
Every time somebody
They said
tries
about
something
frog
new like
legs.
alligator,
Frog legs taste
yeah,
like chicken.
tastes
No,
like chicken.
chicken tastes like
It ain't
chicken.
chicken. It ain't
It
chicken.
ain't chicken.
It
Chicken
ain't
tastes
chicken.
like chicken.
You know what? When I got ready this morning, so I feel like because it's a new year and we decided to do like the mental health, thing, at least once a month. I woke up this morning and I was, getting myself ready, doing my hair stuff, and I'm looking in the mirror and I'm getting myself together, and then something hit me. So I really just want to start the new year off just with some simple, affirmations. You can try one the next episode, but it hit me. So I want everybody to listen to this. Let's start this new year off right. So what hit me was, and I stole Jim a little thing.
You are not wanted. You are wanted, but not needed.
Yes, honey. Make that your 2022. Make
Now
that one of
explain
the
that. Where did you
resolutions.
get that affirmation from? Explain that affirmation to me.
I was just sitting here and it just hit me after all the conversations we had, everything that we talked about, as far as relationships, and when we went over what was it? We went over like domestic violence. When we got into like the black and missing, where we talked about some of the episodes where they were talking about like the little girls, they get to talking on the online, and they get the guys talking them into, oh, your mother ain't nothing, and oh, I can take care of you and I can do better. That's what just hit me. Like, you are wanted. So let's just let it settle. Let's let it simmer in the system. When these guys are talking to you and making you feel like only you, they are the only ones that can make your life what it is, that love you. Keep that. Bring that back. Bring that thought back. Let it resonate through your body. You are wanted, but not needed. You are not needed at all.
Okay, I like that. Okay,
So it's just,
I like that affirmation.
I feel like every episode we should come up with, just something different, just to, start the new year off. I feel like I want this year to be very positive.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I want this year to be very, very positive. So
I feel like, for me, I'm with the same thing. I just saw a quote on Facebook that said this year. Hold on, let me quote it in the right context, because I don't want to get it messed up. It says, I want no parts in being miserable and doing messy and petty shit. Seek me with people who are at peace and enjoying life to the fullest. Life is too short for bullshit. I like that, because
say it one more time.
2022, it says, I want no part in being miserable and doing messy and petty shit. Seek me with people who are at peace and enjoying life to the fullest. Life's too short for bullshit. I like that. I think that is a good affirmation as well to start the new year, because when we think about it, we don't want to go into another year with drama. We don't want to go into another year being messy. We don't want to go into another year with being all about somebody else's business. And I kind of started like last year, but like towards the end of the year, like around November, December. I'm gonna say like the end of November, early December. I started with minding my own business. I had to realize that so much of my 2021 was consumed with, oh, this person said this. Not that it was me doing it, but it was more like, oh, guess what this person said. And I had to say to myself, I said, you know what, Crystal? It ain't got nothing to do with you. It don't affect you directly. It don't hurt you. If it ain't got nothing to do with me, I am not about to go all out and worry about what somebody else got going on, worry about what somebody else is doing, worry about somebody else's business, who said this and that. I don't care. If it don't affect me directly, if it ain't hurting me, killing me, or, any direct harm to me, I don't care. I don't have nothing to do with that. 2022, I want to focus on me, being a better me, being a more positive me, because we spend so much time doing the negative shit. We spend so much time thinking about negativity that when have you stopped and said, Let me think about something positive. Let me be a more positive person. You know, people, like I said this before, some people wake up every day with drama on their mind. That fuels their life. Drama fuels their life. And it's like, if you sit around all day, you gossiping, talking about people, all in somebody else's business, what are you doing for yourself? Where is your life going? Where does that lead you with your life? Rebel World Activator said, peace. Tuning in, checking out the show. Awesome. I feel the conversation. Thank you, Rebel World. We are happy to have you here. Indira said, yes, intensify your self-care, energy, health, and intentional investments. That's it. You know, what are you bringing for yourself? And all you sit around and do all day is stir up drama and stir up mess. What are you doing for yourself? How are you investing in yourself? What are you pulling back into yourself? So I don't want to go all off, but we got a guest today, and we want to start bringing him more before he gets antsy. Nick said, if it don't serve you no more, if it don't serve you, remove yourself from it. That's right. Remove yourself from it. But today we have an awesome show lined up for you guys. We are this month, the month of January is Human Trafficking Month, right?
Trafficking awareness.
I believe.
Yeah, human trafficking awareness.
Mm-hmm. And go ahead, Katie.
Black Rose told me it was human trafficking month, but I actually just found out because I read into it again. That's why I don't pay no attention to her. But not when I'm on vacation. But I think this is a good way to start off the year as well, getting into this human trafficking and just bringing awareness to everything that's going on as far as human trafficking, and then also just giving people tips to be aware of when it comes to human trafficking, how to prevent yourself from being a victim of human trafficking.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
With that being said,
before we bring our guests on, we're going to play a little clip for you guys to kind of like introduce him, and then once that's over, I got into KD. You can read his bio.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll play a little bit for you. As soon as we get the chance. All right, here you go.
Yeah, if you don't see the plan, the system is a scam. Tell me why they call the ones who oppress us the fucking man. Damn, reversing our roles. I guess you call a man a woman. The woman is who nurses our soul, use her body and whole. She gave birth to the globe, even birth to my son, who I'm thankful I know. Without you, my completion secretion is an investment. Protect the black woman's womb. She is the best kept. Better respect that, never neglect that. Mountains, skies, highs, the low.
Okay.
All right, guys. So today our guest is Bigger Dre. Bigger Dre, you with us?
Is he on? Oh, there you go.
Hey.
Hi.
I seen that look in her face. She's like, why is he hiding behind that camera like a creep?
No, it's
like,
fine.
Why is his avatar up there opposed to like, you know what I mean?
No, it's fine. However you feel comfortable on the show.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Bigger Dre.
Likewise. How you doing?
I'm great. It's good to have you on. We are so excited to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
Good to finally have you on.
Yeah, when you said just playing the clip, I thought y'all was gonna play that visual clip so they could see what I'm actually talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll try to see if we can do that before the show is over.
That's cool. That's great.
Okay.
All right. So, guys, let me just give you kind of background on Bigger Dre. I actually met him a couple of weeks ago at the fashion show that I went to when I went to the fashion show in Philly when I left you. Let me just give you a little bit of background. So it's I'm gonna go through his bio. Bigger Dre is a songwriter, recording artist, producer for a variety of key players in the music industry, from Grammy recipients to new up and coming artists. His music is embedded with brilliant lyrics, hidden symbolism, and rhythm rhythmic, catchy lines that capture any true hip hop lover. Eschatology. Did I say it right?
You said it right. You got it.
I told you I was going to get it. It's
Yeah.
the title from his highly anticipated album. And eschatology, that brings us more into, because I know you guys are like, what does this got to do with human trafficking?
That was my question.
Yes.
What is eschatology?
Yeah, I hope
I
you
don't
got
know
some
what that
hard.
is.
I hope you got some hard hitting questions today, so we can really go in.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
absolutely.
so let's start with that, Bigger Dre. Let's start with eschatology. Can you explain to everyone eschatology, what that is, what it means?
Right. So I'll do you one even greater. The title actually was inspired by the time period on which I was committed fully to release it. So
Okay.
originally, what you were just listening to was created to be a song. And as you read from my bio, um, it's the title track from the album. But originally, when it was recorded, it was called "Bring Our Girls Back." And
Okay.
when I recorded that, it was recorded during a period of time when the media was giving attention to these young ladies. And I want y'all to play a whole. I need y'all to play the whole audio of that PSA, which we call a
Okay.
song. I need you to play the whole audios, just so we can kind of get into the subject matter, and that'll kind of explain what eschatology, how does the eschatology and the human trafficking go all along. But um, I recorded that song, what I thought was a song, during that time when the media was giving attention to these young girls, young missing melanated black girls out in the DC
Mhm.
metropolitan area.
Mhm.
Also during that period of time, they had what was called this group called Boko Haram, were kidnapping these black girls
Yeah,
from
yeah, yeah. Was
villages
it like yeah, in Africa, right?
in Nigeria. Correct, correct.
Nigeria. Mhm.
Right. So those things were kind of like being saturated all throughout. Okay, all those things were being saturated all throughout the media at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
so when I was working on my solo project back then, um, and that bio just it really limits a lot of the different things that I actually do. Because I'm a
Okay.
community organizer, event planner, educator, youth mentor. Um, when I was recording the album, I wanted to do something. I wanted to use my platform as a musician to get that message out beyond just seeing, what they had on social media and what I was seeing, the attention that they was giving. So I went into the studio to record this first, what I considered to be a song right then and there. And
Mhm. Mhm.
you know, I couldn't really just record any old regular song because after the media was hitting so much with it, which is what I'm trying to get the media to do now, and just get people in general, our community, to do now. I felt as though like
Mhm.
that, these girls are missing, and even though logistically I'm not in that particular area as a black man and just being a part of the culture, I know we're the protectors and the keepers of the women. So I said, what can I do to be a part of the solution? Because if you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So,
Sure.
I was in the studio with my man Couser Beats, you know what I'm saying? And he was playing some tracks for the album, and he played like some fire, he played some heat. And some of the songs I was like, yeah, save that, save that, save that. And then he played what you just listened to. He played like about 10 to 12 seconds of that, right? And I was just like, he didn't even play the whole beat. And I was like, yeah, that's it. That's it. He's like, what you mean? That's it. I'm like, that's the one. And make a long story short, because I'm really going in depth with this. Uh, he played the song. We dumped the sessions, And then I said, you know, this ain't gonna be a regular song that I'm gonna record. I'm going to record a song to bring this message out about what's taking place, because I don't think it's just happening in DC. I think that the media is just giving attention to it. As a matter of fact, it's happening in Africa, so it's probably happening all over, and everybody's not getting that attention. You follow? So fast forward to 2020, I never put out that what I presume to be a song. 2020, we all sat down because we were hit with a pandemic. You guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Move, just
cool.
move in a little bit more.
Okay.
Your face is out of the camera.
Okay, I'm trying to get this thing together for you. Is it better? Okay. All right. Yeah, so moving forward, 2020, we were hit with the pandemic and it sat us all down. You know what I'm saying? So that project that I had, you know, because one thing about artists, they'll say, well, you know, we thought the album was coming out. You know, what happened? You know, I'm a number of things beyond just an artist. So, you know, I recorded that track and I thought it was just going to be a song for an album. I wanted to have a conscious track on the album. And then 2020, it sat us down. We couldn't really do anything. So I went back to revisit that song and also do some research. Because when I do music and whatever I do, I like to know what I'm talking about. And originally, when that time period when it was happening, it was like 64,000 girls. And when I did the research in 2020, it had increased. The numbers had increased up to 75,000. So I felt convicted in my spirit. And I was like, well, dag, if you would have put out that song back then maybe you could have been a part of the solution. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to be intentional about this. And I was looking at everything that was going on. And I was just like, yo, we in a real serious period of time. We're in a real serious time period. So I was like, that's where the eschatology comes from. 2020 is that period of time. It's the sign so eschatology basically it's the sign of the times. It's a precursor of events leading up to a grand event. Okay. Gotcha. So that's the time period that we're actually in. And so now fast forward into 2020, I we had some time to reflect, and I'm like, this is a little more than just a song. And I start going back and revisiting and picking apart. I was like, no, this is a public service announcement. It's to bring awareness, because you're not just talking just about human trafficking. Human trafficking is the forefront of this PSA, but also you're talking about the period of time that we're in. So that's where the eschatology and the Bring Our Girls Back kind of, merge together. That's what it is. It's the time period. Now is the time. Back then, during the time where the media was giving it attention, I didn't press the button on it. But now is the time, because this thing is getting out of hand. It's been out of hand. When it was 64,000 and he was giving a little bit of attention to it, it's out of hand. But now is the time, and pay attention to these events, because these events are leading up to a grand event, and we can be a part. It doesn't mean that I'm not talking some doomsday stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's doomsday for some people, but for others, it like the scripture says, this is a great and dreadful day. It can be great for us. We can triumph over human trafficking. We could be a part of the solution. We could look at the statistical information that we do have, the data that we do have, and we can find a way that we can come together as a collective and address it. But now is the time. So that's why I just didn't want to Bring Our Girls Back. I wanted to make sure people, kind of pay attention to the time, the signs of the time, and what's really taking place. And when people get an opportunity to see this visual, the whole visual, right now the clip is on social media, and I want people to share it, repost it with the hashtag eschatology, Bring Our Girls Back. When they get a chance to see the whole visual, it's going to make even more sense to them.
Okay. Now, when it comes go ahead, Katie.
No, go ahead. I was just going to ask him if he can give out the link for the clip, so everybody that's watching right now can kind of go back into it. Okay.
Well, the easiest way for me to do it, because I'm not like technical like how all you guys do. Easy way for me to do it is to tell you to log on to official BIGGADREHEAR now.com, NOW.com. Official BiggerDre.HereNow.com. That way you can download the actual PSA, and then on there there's a link where it's like a hand or something like that where you can actually donate, because this is a whole campaign. The campaign is a little long. I thought you guys would have that so you could just like put it out there, but the best way for me to do is like send you to that particular web page, and on there it has a link where you can download the you can download the PSA, because I want people to take the music and create their own infomercial, so to say, or awareness pieces.
Nice.
That's what this is. It's not like a regular song. So I want people to recognize this is not a song. This is a PSA. It's a public service announcement. So go to officialbigadre.here now, here like as in listen.com, download it. You can get the PSA on all digital platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, etc. But keep in mind, be intentional about it. The same way that I was intentional about it, be intentional about it, and create a TikTok. You know how they had that silhouette challenge?
Yeah.
Take the information.
That would be an awesome TikTok challenge, to use that song and also to bring awareness to those girls being missing. Yeah.
Exactly. With the and you got to put the hashtag in there.
You got to put the hashtag in there. Bring our girls back.
Eschatology. Eschatology. Bring our girls back.
Okay. So when it comes down to the Bring Our Girls Back and the whole situation that happened in Nigeria, are you doing anything here locally? Like, I know there is a Black and Missing Foundation here as well in the United States. And a lot of young Black girls in Baltimore go missing, mostly about teenagers. So are you doing anything locally to help push that campaign as well?
Well, if you do the research, and you'll find like it's an interview that I did on allhiphop.com. If you just Google Bigger Dre, allhiphop.com, I'm letting people know, and this is what the whole eschatology is about. It's like human trafficking is not a logistic thing. It's happening worldwide. What I'm bringing awareness to is to the world. So when you say right here, like I'm setting this, that's why this is music, because music is distributed throughout the world. I'm using my platform as a musician because I have a large audience to communicate with the people of the world. But we do have a campaign, and with that campaign, I don't know if you guys can bring it actually up so people can see. You'll see some of the things that we are focusing out to do. And one of the main things in the campaign that I just want to get to first and foremost is developing a missing person app that prioritizes melanated people. So that's something that wouldn't just be logistically for where I'm at here on the East Coast, or you know what I'm saying. That's something that we could use because my thing
nationally.
is like, but it takes resources and funds to do it. It takes collective work. So we just coming off of Kwanzaa, so it takes collective work and responsibility. So we do have a fundraising campaign so that we can raise those funds as we raise awareness. So that's one of the first of the things that I would like to accomplish within our goals. But we need people to donate. You know what I'm saying? We need people to contribute. We need people to create those TikToks. We need to create those awareness. We need to do those different things. So to answer your question,
a challenge. Go ahead.
Yeah, to answer your question, that's my main primary focus. And when you see the visual, we actually this is not something that I'm just rapping about. This is something that we do on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? This is a part of our lives. So that visual was actually recorded in 2020 on Black Solidarity Day. We were out advocating for our children, because human trafficking, a lot of people think that human trafficking is just sex trafficking. And what this campaign is designed to do is bring awareness to show you that human trafficking is directly connected to the school or prison pipeline. Human trafficking is connected to the prison industrial complex. Human trafficking is sex trafficking. But human trafficking also goes back to the 1500s when we were brought here as shadow property, right? Our ancestors were brought here, and for over 400 years, right, we've been used for free labor to this date. That's human trafficking.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you trying to get a house, and you were promised your descendants, your ancestors, you were promised 40 acres and a mule. But So, but we still got our people living on the street, and
Right.
and our ancestors were trafficked. So I'm saying
Yeah.
what I'm showing to the people in this day and time that this is nothing new. It's just the time period where we have now we have an opportunity, because we're in the information age, to come together and do something about this. You know what I'm saying? We can actually, um, we can make we can be the change that we want to see in our environment.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's true.
That's good. So, when it comes down to where are you from right now? Are you live in Baltimore? Or you live
She
in
said, "Where I'm from right now."
where do you live at? Like, do you live here in
Yeah,
Baltimore? Do you live
I'm from Chester, PA. That's on the outskirts of
Chester,
Philadelphia.
PA? Yeah, the
Yeah.
outskirts of Philly. Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on the outs.
you reside in that area as well.
Well, I'm based out of Philadelphia, but I'm from Chester,
Mm-hmm.
PA. I don't like to really get caught up on
And when
logistics.
uh-huh,
I like to tell people where I'm from, but it's not where you're from, it's where you at.
where you
And
at?
this is an international campaign, so I don't want to get people just if you want to get in contact with me, you could definitely get in contact with me. But I'm from Chester, PA, and I'm
Is
based
it
out of
and this is your
Philadelphia.
Instagram that we brung up at official Bigger Dre.
Yep,
Okay. And the
that's
link
my
is
Instagram.
right there, right? Officialbiggerdre.herenow.com. Okay. And that's you
Right,
can go to donate. You can also see the PSA and also support the campaign for the Bring Our Girls Back.
absolutely,
Trafficking
absolutely.
awareness. Okay.
Now,
Nice.
when we originally had a conversation in Philly at the fashion show, you were talking about a case that wasn't being nationalized. I believe the name was Giselle Maxwell.
Right,
Can you
that's
get
facts.
more into that? If a lot of people, just don't are unaware of the case that's going
I'm
on right now, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
I'm a little apprehensive at this point to really even get into the case because I don't see that much involvement. You know what I mean? Because I feel
That's
like that's part of the reason why Instagram right now they took the PSA out of the system. Like the music that what you may refer to as a song, the eschatology, bring our girls back. It's
Mhm.
distributed worldwide. You could pick it up on all digital platforms. So that you know how
Mhm.
you go into Instagram in the story section. You go
Yeah.
Yeah.
into Instagram in the story
And
section.
you put the music in there.
You put your music in there. You could actually
Yeah.
type in eschatology, bring our girls back at one time.
Uh huh.
But while the case was going on, I was bringing awareness to the case and how they're trying to basically do a bait and switch. They're trying to expedite the closing of this case so that the media doesn't pay. I mean, not the media, but so that the people don't really pay attention to it and who she's actually connected with because she's connected to a lot of powerful people. So as
Mhm.
I began to do my
Is that the
work
lady that went on trial for Jeffrey Epstein?
for a
She's
connection with
associated with him. She's like
right,
a
and when you see
longtime girlfriend or something.
well, see, this is the thing, and this campaign is real heavy, and this is why they took it out of the system. Um, that right now, originally before the case, they were if you Googled her, she came
Mhm.
under a socialite.
A
Now,
socialite, yeah.
a socialite. Now
Mhm.
that's just a nice and cleaned up way of saying a pimpstress or a madam.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right.
Mhm.
But it takes a person like myself to come to the forefront and say a socialite. Like, what was her occupation? Like if I come on here right now and you talking to me, you say, "Oh, Bigger Dre, what are you?" I could tell you exactly what I am. I'm telling you what I'm doing, right? And you can go, like you said, you just went up, you just pulled up my profile, right? But then you can also go beyond that, and you can see the scope of works that I've been doing. If I do community events, you'll be able to see this, right? So you see,
Right. Right.
we want to find out like what is she actually doing, and then she's connected with this guy Jeffrey Epstein, and who are they connected to, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
the whole case was, of course, Jeffrey Epstein, he he either was
He
killed. They
has
say
been.
they say
They say
he
he
either was
killed
killed.
himself.
Right, I
Yeah.
don't. Right, he either was killed. I'm gonna put it out there like that, or he killed
Mhm.
himself, or he might
Mhm.
he
Or he
might
might be alive.
right. But that's all conspiracy. We're
Mhm.
gonna go
That's
with
all
because
conspiracy.
I don't want to do no conspiracy theory stuff because that's the type of stuff that get you. You know, what I mean, we're gonna say they killed themselves, but I'm saying
Mm.
don't put
Yeah.
nothing past these people
I put
because
nothing past the government.
Well, I don't want to speak on that. Like I said, I'm apprehensive of talking about these type of things. I don't want to say nothing about that. But let's not put past anything past the media, who doesn't even give attention to such a powerful case. You know what I mean? So what I was telling people was like, this case is going on. I was telling them prior to the case. I was telling them when we released this PSA about be on the lookout for this case, because this is a very important case. Because Epstein is no longer here, so the next best thing to Epstein is his pimpstress, his madam, his socialite, right? Right? And she had this little black book, and this little black book basically was not even used. It was suppressed in the case. So I'm telling people all about this type of stuff. Meanwhile, I'm actually taking a hit for this because my music is being taken out the system. You follow? For to bring an awareness to the people. Meanwhile, artists such as Little Nas X and I'm gonna call them out, 6ix9ine, they're able to flourish, and we empower that. We share their content. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people sharing Little Nas X's Demon sneaker. Oh, look at this. That's crazy. But you don't understand. You giving them free promotion when you do that. I tell you to repost eschatology.
Absolutely.
Bring our girls back, and you're like, oh, he just trying to blow up, put his little song out there. I'm like, nah, that song was taken. I'm talking about stuff that I already know about. I'm just putting it out there because we need to know about it. You know what I'm saying? I start the line off with, they polluting our water, chips in our sons and our daughters. Not they not polluting my water. I said they polluting our water. Chips in our sons and our daughters. In case you don't know, this is what's taking place. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, the case is now closed, right? Now they shortened the case. Now this is what I want to bring awareness to now, since it's all over. You know what I'm saying? And this is why, like, I'm almost to the point where I'm like, people are not donating, people are not sharing the content. I feel like, all right, I've done my job. I'm ready to move on to the next, or just continue to work on things, like you said, just logistically from where I stand at. Because getting the music taken out, that's a no-no. If the people ain't rallying up and say, hey, no, that's not fair, y'all discriminating against Bigger Dre, y'all took the music out. What is he saying in this song that would make y'all take it off that platform? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, the case, the prosecution, they rested their case early. Now, if you really want to get somebody, are you going to rest your case early, or are you going to draw it out? Let me ask you a question.
I'm gonna draw it out.
You're going to draw it out. So the prosecution in this case, they rested their case early. So what do you think the defense is going to do?
They're gonna do basically the same thing, because you really don't have any evidence.
Or no, they like, why should we go on and keep talking and beat the prosecution? Why should we draw it out and maybe say some stuff that we shouldn't say and put her in further jeopardy? And
so we're gonna rest too.
We're gonna rest too.
I would just put it out there. Everybody got paid something under the table, and I don't care. You can come for me. Everybody got paid something under the table.
They took the music off of there, and I'm trying to use that music to wake people up. And I need the people. I need y'all to get on this social media and ask. We need to ask Instagram, why did y'all take eschatology? What is he saying in these lyrics? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm exposing these this judicial bias. You take an innocent man, as in the case with Dr. Malachi York, right? If you look at the documentary, The Mystery Behind Closed Doors, they gave Dr. Malachi York 135 years. This is a black man, right, who's an author, a humanitarian, a philanthropist, right? And when you Google him originally, he came up as an American criminal, right? But when you Google Jeffrey Epstein, and this is prior to me doing this campaign, this is what I'm trying to tell you how powerful this is, right? Because I'm exposing, and you listen to this, and I want y'all to play the whole PSA while we on here, because I'm exposing the biasness. This is the reason why human trafficking is disproportionate as it pertains to the black community. This is why, we not prioritized on an Amber Alert. Dr. Malachi York got 135 years. Giselle Maxwell, she got 65 years, if I'm not mistaken. And right now, what people don't know is they trying to overturn that. Because they have a juror who was on the trial who said that the way that they got her to get convicted was one of the jurors used his own personal experience from being molested to influence the other jurors. So now they're about to appeal the conviction. They're about
they
to
gave her 65 years.
They gave her 65 years, but they gave Dr. Malachi York 135 years, which is innocent. You got to go to find out. The reason why I say he's innocent is because I watched the documentary. It's a documentary on YouTube. I want y'all to go to check out this documentary. It's called The Mystery Behind Closed Doors. There's a whole lot of other stuff out there that clouds your mind about Dr. Malachi York. But if you watch that documentary and then weigh it up, then you make a decision on whether or not it's innocent.
Now, I've never heard of him before, so can you just give me a little background on it?
I don't want to take away from the documentary, so I'm gonna tell people and I don't want to influence people I don't want to influence people. I want to influence people to watch that documentary. If you want to know about him, it's all in that documentary. It's called The Mystery Behind Closed Doors. It's on YouTube if you want to find out about him. But the case in point, what I was trying to explain to you is when you Google Jeffrey Epstein, and this is before I started the campaign, when you Google Jeffrey Epstein, originally he came up as an American financer, right? If you Googled Harvey Weinstein came up as a film producer. Both of these individuals have been convicted of being sexual predators. Epstein was convicted. Now, when you Google Dr. Malachi York, which is a black man, right? He came up as an American criminal. He was charged with human trafficking, the Mann Act. They charged him. That's what they charged him with. That's what they convicted him with, the Mann Act. But they didn't consider all of these things about him being a humanitarian, a philanthropist. He wrote over 400 books. He had the key to the city in New York at one time for the area that he was in inside of Brooklyn. They didn't go into his history. The same way they went into Jeffrey Epstein's history, and they say that Jeffrey Epstein is an American financer. Harvey Weinstein, he produced all these big films. Why is it when it comes to these European men or these European folks, they're labeled as socialites, financiers, film producers, but when it comes to a black man, and they do the same thing with all our leaders.
They find the most negative word to associate with that person.
They do it with Dr. King. They say Dr. King slept with his secretaries. They do it with Honorable Elijah Muhammad. They say Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he was sleeping with his secretaries. This is a thing that they do with black leaders. You know what I'm saying? And it's really not about the man. It's about the message. That's what I'm saying. I don't want people to focus on me. I want you to focus on the campaign. Focus on the content that's within the music. So that's what I'm saying. When you Google them, they came up as financiers, socialites, film producers. Why, when you labeled Dr. York, why was he labeled as an American criminal? So I started to point that out. And now they won't say that he's an author. They won't say that he wrote over 400 books. They'll say he's an American musician. He got more books out than he got music out, right? So why are they labeling this dude? Why are they? I don't want to call him a dude because I won't call him a leader. Why are they labeling this author a musician when he has clearly more body of work in writing and doing community activism work, because they want you to have a perception of your leaders as the way they see fit. And this is what they're doing. And that's what I'm saying. It's like we have to go through we have to go through things and do our own research. You can't just go on the internet and just pick up stuff because they control the internet. They took eschatology, bring our girls back off of Instagram. Why? 6ix9ine is rolling around talking all kinds of crazy stuff. Little Nas X is having lap dances by demons. He literally he's lap dancing a demon. He came out with a sneaker with blood in his sneaker, so to say. You know what I'm saying? And they letting this stuff flourish. And you telling me, y'all seen the eschatology? What's so graphic about that? What's so scary about what I'm talking about? like that they want to take it out the system. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, in a minute, I'm ready to stop going hard, because if we can't raise the funds and if we can't get people to take this music and make awareness, and I see all kinds of challenges like silhouette challenges and the ice challenges and the do the stupid dance challenge, but we can't get an
Yeah, yeah,
eschatology, bring our girls back and make this visual clip go viral. It's no need for, I've done my work. It's no need for me to continue on and take hits. At what expense? You know what I'm saying? At what expense? Because they right now they stopping you from getting that information.
yeah. So in
I
saying that,
understand.
when go ahead, Katie, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm fine. Go ahead. Trust me.
I
So
can't hear you. My
in a
thing is-
sense of, okay, when you say you're gonna, I wouldn't say give up, but you're gonna stop pushing it so hard. What is your next step? What are you gonna do next?
I'm consistent in everything that I do. So like if you look at my bio, I'm going to continue doing the things that I'm doing. But in regards to me putting myself in harm's way
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the community at large, who, if I say
yeah.
repost this, if you think this is about me sharing this clip, showing you, this clip has been out before this case came out. I was showing you Jeffrey Epstein testifying. That's why I got the full visual of this whole PSA. I haven't even released it. If it was about me, I'd have just put it out on YouTube if I want to be seen. I could have just put the joint out. I had it since 2020. I recorded the song way back when they was talking about the Boko Haram. So it's not about like me and I want you to buy my music. If you purchase this music, you're empowering a movement to inspire, uplift, liberate our community and put something in place to be a part of the solution. If you sharing Little Nas X, you know what you're doing is you boosting up the algorithm for him to be
You're pushing
seen.
the narrative for them, though. You know, in a
Yeah.
sense, when you're doing it, when
Right.
you're supporting that, you're pushing that narrative that they're trying to get out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So why not share the clip?
Mhm.
The clip should go viral.
And
So I'm saying if the clip is not going viral, by me sharing the information, it's getting taken out the system. And I'm not saying anything wrong, and the people are not making an outcry about it. They're not saying
Yeah.
nothing about it.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that. That's not something that I need to be. I did it already. You know, it's out there. Now it's about collective work. It takes a village to raise one child. It's about collective work and
Mhm.
responsibility.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So I
Now,
don't. Yeah, go ahead.
now, can you so I know you keep telling me over and over and over you really don't like me to you really don't like to talk about like the donation part, but I really want you to express like as far as the donation, because you know the holidays have just passed. I know you know people are catching up on bills, but at the same time y'all still at the pop-up shops, y'all still out in the malls. I just, you know, went to the mall a
Y'all
couple
still out
weeks
in the
ago and that thing
malls
was
and the
crowded like it
clubs and
wasn't
popping bottles.
COVID.
Yeah.
Exactly, y'all. Exactly. So how little of a donation can they donate to the cause? Because this is really important cause. I feel like, especially for our community,
Absolutely.
We just want
especially
participation.
for our African American community, because so even if you don't donate, you just want them to share, right?
We want them to do both. I'm not gonna limit the campaign. We want them to do both.
Okay.
They sharing nonsense on there. They sharing. Kim Kardashian broke the internet just by showing her bump. You telling me you can't share a visual clip of a case that's affecting your community? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they sharing Kid Cudi in a dress.
Mhm.
They sharing like weird stuff, like
Yeah.
stupid memes are going
Stuff to
viral.
push the narrative.
Yeah, it's just like
So
some of the foolishness. So we want people to do both. And we don't want to say how little could they contribute. We want them to donate major. This is not a little thing here. Instagram thought it
so
was big. They took it out the system. We want them to, but it doesn't. We're not going to. It's just because you don't have a certain amount. We're not going to say, oh, well, don't donate that. That's no. We want people to participate on all
mhm.
levels, from awareness to funds, because like shout out to the Final Call, which is a national paper. they gave me the front page in 2021 because of this issue. So appreciate you. Appreciate this podcast allowing
Thank
me to
you.
come on their platform. Because I can't say this is a little platform. How can I say that? And you're allowing me to express and share an important message. So this platform is not Roland Martin, but it doesn't matter if it's Roland Martin's
No
platform
matter if it's Roland
because
Martin platform.
we
Yeah.
don't know who's
And is
watching this
Roland Martin
platform.
even doing the coverage?
Which he should.
Which he
should.
should.
Which he should. We need to tag Roland Martin and all these major. Say, hey, we need y'all to cover this campaign. That's what I'm saying. We just need participation. I don't want to be all out there by myself. You know what I'm saying? I've done a lot. No man is an island. And this, like I said, this is just like a call to make people aware and also to get them involved.
Now, I don't know if you said this or maybe I missed it. When we donate or, when someone donates, what is the donation going to?
So can we, because I provided the links, can we pull up the link? Can we pull up that actual campaign? So if you go.
Yeah.
Nate, the one that you just pulled up.
Because I wear so many different hats. I just don't. It puts me in a vulnerable state. Like I need a team. I need people to like kind of like. It's like that's what I need.
That's what you need. You need a team.
We need a team, but the team is the community.
But the team is the community.
That's true.
The team is the community.
People gotta want to be involved. People gotta want to be. Have their hands into something. We said this earlier. Or I said this earlier. We have our hands in a bunch of negative shit. Why can't we put our hands into something positive? Why can't we start 2022 off with a positive vibe? Once you exude positive energy, you will get positive energy. When you start bringing out that negativity, that's all you're going to get. That's all you're going to get. So why not? Why not help someone who is trying to do something positive? It may seem like a negative thing to you because like, oh, they missing, it's something positive. He's trying to bring these girls to their home.
Mm-hmm.
It's because of the way people prioritize things. I learned in my sociology class that people prioritize according to the minimal thing that can be done. But y'all need to like me and Black Rose did with this podcast, and I tell you all the time, we just jump into it. You can't just sit there and be like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna ease into it. I'm gonna put this. Change your priority list. Find you one of those planners that got those priorities. Change your priority list. Sometimes you have to jump in. You have to jump in head first, foot first, however it go. I don't know how to say and go, but you got to jump in there. I mean, it's for something greater. And again, it really affects you. Don't think it affects your community because it's not directly affecting you.
Affecting you. That's right. That's right. Because when it does, you're going to want the same coverage. You're going to want the same thing. When it does finally affect you. When it does do that, you're going to want the same exact thing that these people are out here fighting for. And all you're going to see is yourself joining a fight that nobody else is fighting. It's like a tug of war, but there's nobody on the other side of the rope.
Facts. Were you able to pull it up?
Let me see if Nate got it. Ooh.
He just had it up a few minutes ago, but but
you want it's your Instagram, right?
No, it's
the link is on his Instagram.
If you go to that link, then it'll take you to
or bring up the link.
Yeah, when you go to that link, it'll have different links where you can actually download the PSA, and then there's a donation link. And to answer your question, it goes through where the funds are being allotted to. Well, remember at the beginning of the show, I was telling you that one of the main goals from that we wanted to get to is developing this missing person app. And I'll explain to you a little bit more why, but it's more things than just that.
And it's biggadre.herenow.com, right? Official. I knew I was missing something. Official. Yeah. Official Bigger Dre. I typed it in so that he can just go directly to it.
Okay.
gmail.com. So let's see if
I
he can
know.
do that.
One question that
In
I
the
have.
meantime,
One question that I have bigger, is as far as locally, do you have like any in person organizations or like nonprofits? Do you have like anything like in person that any people can like participate in? I know with
Absolutely.
COVID, a lot of people like to stay clear of being around a
Right.
lot of people.
Absolutely. And if you want to, come out and be a part of that, we are actually doing something on MLK weekend on Sunday. Um,
oh,
yeah, in Philadelphia. Um,
okay.
so what you would, if you want to be a part of that, be a part of this solution, we're gonna do the full screening of Eschatology Be Our Girls Back, not the little clip that you see on social media that we want to go viral, but you'll be able. It's going to be a private, official screening. We did a pre-screening back in November, but we're going to do another screening uh, on MLK weekend because I wanted to do something for Human Trafficking Awareness Month. It just kind of took a lot out of me when they took the music out of Instagram. So I was like, man, I was kind of got kind of complacent with things. I was like, do I want to even keep messing around with people? You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? When I say people, I'm saying like, do I want to keep trying to, it's like, bring our people to the water, but I don't want to try to
mm.
force them to drink,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, if you
If
email
you
me
feel
at
like that's
official
your
bigger
calling,
Dre,
you gotta follow through.
yeah, if
Yeah.
you email me at officialbiggerdre@gmail.com, I'll send you the link because, like you said, because of COVID, it's going to be on University of Penn's campus. Because of COVID, the capacity is going to be only going to be up to like 50 people. So I'll
Oh,
send you
okay.
the link on where you can, RSVP and you can come
Mhm.
out to the official screening. And from there, we will also come together as a collective, and there'll be other community members who, do this work on a consistent basis. So you'll be exposed to the different people that you see actually in the PSA. Because when you see that visual, you're going to see the people who are actively on the front line. Because remember, I told you, human trafficking is not just sex trafficking. So we're going to have the advocates there who are fighting for our children not being just
Okay.
pushed through school. Okay, the parent advocates, the organizational advocates who are saying that we need to put people in position to educate our children, because if we don't educate our children are going to be being set up to be put into the institution. Okay, and this is
Absolutely.
human trafficking because these private prisons is getting like 25,000 per person off
Per
of
person. Mhm.
just going to jail. But that's a setup. That's
Often
human
just going to
trafficking though.
jail.
It's a system. It's they funneling the same way, sex trafficking. It's just a different system. So yeah, we definitely gonna have different people, and then we have advocacy groups. Um, there's an advocacy group that's based out of Philly. They're called Faith. It's an acronym that stands for Families Are Important to Heal, and they're an advocacy group that advocates for family who have been targeted by services who mask themselves as uh, protecting our families, but in actuality, they're targeting, um, people who uh, may not necessarily have the funds, and then they take their children, and then they're funneled through this system, and somebody's getting money for keeping your child, and because you don't have enough money, you can't get your child
Can't get
back,
them
and
back.
you can't get it back.
Wow.
We talking about good people, and that's another form of human trafficking. So that's how big eschatology bring our girls back. Like we say, bring our girls back. It's a whole science to this whole campaign. That's why I want people to get involved. I'm stepping forward as a black man because they're feminizing our black men by putting
Mhm.
out
Yep.
this type of degenerative music, so that we don't really know our place to be the protectors and the keepers of the woman. You know what I'm saying? But really, this is not just about black women. We're just starting with the women first. It's about
Mhm.
melanated people in general being trafficked. You follow what I'm saying? Because it's not just we as melanated people are disproportionately missing. The numbers are just crazy when it comes to human trafficking as it relates to melanated people. But we want to focus on one thing at a time. So let's focus on the woman, because a nation can only rise as high as its woman. You know what I'm saying? And those numbers, we do have some statistical information, and we do have some data to show how the numbers are fluctuating, and so we can kind of be a part of that solution. So, but that's the whole goal. So if you want to come out to the actual screening, just email me or send me a DM. Follow me on the Instagram at officialbigadre, or send me an email at officialbigadre@gmail.com, and I'll send you the RSVP link so you can come out to the screening and get connected and find out how you can help.
Okay. Nate, can you click on that link for us, please? Can you click on the official bigadre.herenow.com? That link. I don't know if you can hear me. Nate, can you hear us? If you can hear us, Nate, we need you to click on that official bigadre.herenow.com.
Did you type it in?
Let me see.
Again, thank you, Big Dre, for joining us and informing us and our viewers about the whole movement with eschatology and hashtag Bring Our Girls Back. I really appreciate it. I know I talked to you when he was in Philly about Commodore. I know, just talking to you, in a couple of minutes that I got the chance to talk to you over the phone. I really hear your passion about
You
everything
can
that's
definitely hear it.
yeah, and not too many people. I don't know how old you are. I don't know if you want to put that out there, but most people around, our age range really don't, take importance in issues like that.
No, they don't.
Yes, it's just the cultural thing. Like, culture is the glue that keeps the community together. So, like, from a cultural perspective, like I said, as black men, we the protectors and keepers of the black women. So, what's the best way to teach? The best way to teach is by way of example. So when somebody asks me, well, what are you doing? You talking about all of this? We putting together community-based, solution-based events where, we are being a resource to the community. If you feel as though that your child is not being educated, or they're being put through the system, and because it's another thing that's going on in the schools. These children who have disciplinary problems, they're basically they're basically labeling them so that they can't go into certain schools where they can get educated on the level that they need to be educated to be productive members of society. And then they're put into schools that have other disciplinary problems, and then they put them into institution, and then what does that do, not only physically but psychologically, to a child? It makes them feel like this is the environment that they should be in. So we have advocacy groups and individuals who, if you're experiencing that, if you have a child that they're saying has a disciplinary problem and they don't, and they building a case against your child, and putting these labels on them, and now you can't even get them into a good school so that they can be educated. You as a parent, they're gonna look at you like, okay, you just saying that because that's your child. You know what I'm saying? Or let's just say that you are a single mom or a single dad, and these people come and try to take your child and say that you doing something to you. You need people that are going to not be biased. You know what I'm saying? People with empathy, people with a level of understanding and compassion, and see that, okay, let's be support. It takes a village to raise one child. Now I'm not advocating for somebody who is unfit parent to have a child and put them through and child be abused, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that innocent people shouldn't be targeted. they shouldn't be targeted, and people should be given an opportunity to take care of the child that they birth. That's male and female, because the system seems to sometimes lean to just one way, and they play this divide game. It seems, I'm just speaking from a male perspective. Sometimes it leans more towards the women because they want to put our women over top of us to make the man feel like he's not empowered, feel less than a man. But we are. That's why I put it into a community thing to let us know that, hey, this is not just happening to women; it's actually happening to men too.
And even with the programs that they put in place for the women, like, if you want to get certain housing, and if you want to get Section 8, or you want to go live in low income housing, you got to be a single woman. I know you got 5 kids, but you can't have no man around. And if the man is on there, he got to be on a lease, and he can't have no job either, and then he can't have no record, and he can't have this, and he can't have that. So it's definitely
you got to struggle.
It's systemic. Like, they are definitely doing little things and putting little things in place to basically, like you say, just do away with the black man in the house.
Now, don't, we're not knocking nobody, for
we're
using,
not knocking you.
vouchers and public housing and things
but
like that.
Saying,
but think about the bigger picture.
Think about the bigger picture. You can't even get married. You find a man that want to, you can't even get married and move your man into your low income housing. You can't even do that.
That's why I say in the song, in the PSA, I say tell me why they call the ones who oppresses the man. That's why I want you to play that. We need to play the whole thing so we can kind of string through it. And so when I'm saying that, I'm saying is like, we refer to the municipalities as, the man, you better do this or the man is going to get you.
Or the man is going to get you. Yeah.
Right. Well, if that's the man and I'm a man, if that's the man, what does that make me?
What does that make me?
If I'm calling the man, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you less than a man? You saying that's the man? Nah, you a man too. Freedom, justice, equality. We have the right to.
We have the same thing.
We have the same liberty, right? The same right. So it's a psychological thing. That's why that eschatology, I'm trying to tell you, that PSA is heavy. When I talk about the psychology, pineal cyst, politics, it's heavy. I'm trying to tell you, it's so heavy. They took that joint out. They said, yo, take this out. What is this boy doing? You follow? And what I'm saying is, when people start sharing this clip and it goes viral, you're gonna see a difference. You're gonna see a difference. Were you able to get that link up?
He said the link isn't opening up. All they're doing is just playing a clip of the song. So are we opening up the link on your Instagram, the official?
So when you go to that clip, if you go down there, there's different icons, and one of the icons is a hand.
Sweat on
Nate, I don't know if you can hear.
Let me see. My nose. To the excuse me, or the song, or the actual song. Thank you.
Bless you.
It's at the bottom. If you go to the actual eschatology, the song that you first shared is actually at the bottom of their name. It's a hand with a like a dollar sign symbol holding it. I think I got sick when I went over to my mother-in-law house, and all the kids was walking around with snotty noses. I've been sick for a week. Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
Why is mainstream media silent about child trafficking?
So you wanted to answer your question, if you can read through that, so that way also those who are watching, they can kind of gasp where we're going, what direction, and where these funds will be allotted. What's the
about the
so Nate, can you scroll down and where it says about the fundraiser?
About the fundraiser.
And it'll also give you, it'll explain, in great detail as I've been explaining.
Okay, I can't really see it. Let me see if I can read it a little bit.
So if you could look at that number too, we only at $624
Yeah.
for this campaign.
So what's your goal? What's the goal that you were trying to reach? Is it a
Well, I
certain
tried to
22,000.
really the goal should be larger than that. I just put a reachable goal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've extended this campaign 3 times. So the goal is, so I want you to read everything. I don't want to talk about
Let me
the
read it.
goal.
I'm gonna see if I can read it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna read it. It says eschatology,
yeah,
bring our
okay.
girls back is a Nate.
We
Slide
can't.
over so okay. Eschatology, bring our girls back is a prevention awareness PSA public service announcement campaign that is geared to provide solutions for melanated people who have been disproportionately affected by human trafficking through what is called the MAAFA.
The Ma'afa.
The Ma'afa. Okay. I want to get into that, but wait a minute. Over 75,000 Black women are currently missing, but the mainstream media fails to bring immediate attention to the general public. One of our goals is to provide resource and preventional tools for community members, such as the comprehensive application Missing Person Act, therapeutic holistic community healing, and community resource building for those in need of service and assistance. A portion of the proceeds from this fundraiser will be donated to organizations and groups who have partnered with the campaign. Each month, a new theme will be emphasized to expound on the complexity and give more clarity about this ongoing challenge that has directly impacted and affected our community in a negative way. In the month of February, our campaign expounded on the Ma'afa, transatlantic slave trade, and it's kind of, yeah, thank you, Nate, for bringing, yep, that's fine. Bring it up a little bit more, yep, and I go down for me. Transatlantic slave trade, I can't read the rest. Okay, thank you. Slave trade and its catastrophic impact to date. During the month of March, we will emphasize the importance of protecting melanated women and children through recognizing the first presidential proclamation issued in 1980 to observe March as National Women's History Month. I'm participating in this first annual pledge drive. I'm excited to be a part of the PSA campaign that raises money for me and my community to be enriched with healing resources and cultural programs that are essential but no longer provided. So official biggerDre.hereNow.com. I'm asking sponsors to help me scroll down, Nate. I'm asking sponsors to help me reach my fundraising goal. Will you help me by making a simple flat donation? Thank you for all of your support and encouragement. Please know that no amount, I guess it's too big or too small. Your donations will help pay for new virtual learning technology, operating costs, resource and preventional tools for community members, therapeutic holistic community healing, comprehensive application, the Missing Person Act that he's trying to do, cultural programming, project funding, and event planning, transportation and carpool, food, community resource building, fundraising merchandise, gratuity for all participating partners and sponsors. So that is awesome.
Okay.
There it is. I mean, it's a mouthful. I put it up.
So for those of you who had a question about what the donation will do and where the donation will be going, this is what it's going to be helping.
Yeah, that's the biggest question.
He's trying to bring about, So a lot of people are really, weary about giving people money, but this is, he's explaining to you what he's trying to do. You see it for yourself. People are donating. Like he said, he has extended this donation 3 different times. So come on, we can help this young Black man get the resources and get the money that he needs to help him get these things going, because this is something that we really do need. And it's so crazy that in the technology that we have, all of these apps, there is no missing person app.
Well,
I have never heard of a missing person app.
So and this is why I want you to pull it up. We want an app that prioritizes. If you read through it, we want an app that prioritizes melanated people.
Mm-hmm,
all right.
Mm-hmm.
And this goal is just that amount is not even going to cover half of the stuff that we need to do. But I put something out there because people are just intimidated by giving something small. I'm trying to make it. Yeah. I'm making it like, of course, we're not going to be able to cover all those things with just that amount. Mm-hmm. But if we could just reach that goal, then we can move on to the next level and say, hey, we reached this, we did this. let's see if we can do this, and then we can do this. You know what I mean? But we got to start from somewhere, and I can't do it all by myself. And that's why there's an opportunity, and for those who want to, for those who would like to fundraise, to be a part of it. And then that way you can gauge things and see things for yourself. You know, you can see right there if you scroll down, different people, the different individuals and groups to be a part of it. So you can be a fundraiser, you could be a person, but I don't like sitting there talking to it, because now it's like, I'm fundraising, I'm rapping, like, I don't want to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do all that. I want y'all to feel the same way I feel when I saw there's some missing Black women. Like, it's they doing this to us, and I want people to be like, oh, all right, yeah, it's something in place, or all I gotta do is connect to it. All right, let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
Now with that being said, and you saying you wear all the hats, is there any way, are you looking for, direct help, like you said, direct volunteer opportunities?
By all
People
means.
giving their donations, some people just like to be directly involved as well.
Yeah, by all means. We need people who can enhance. We may know someone out there who can say, hey, I can develop the app. If we have an app developer, I was trying, who I was trying to reach out to? The guy who y'all should tag him. Y'all go to my Instagram and go under the visual clip. I think his name is Idris Sandu. And he was working with Nipsey Hussle. And he's real good with technology. Yeah. I think he would be the perfect guy to develop this app for our community, because it's not my app. It's an app that is designed to prioritize melanated people. I was trying to, kind of connect with him, but we got to do the work. Maybe he'll see it out there and he's like, yeah, I heard you got this campaign. He might not donate nothing, but he can donate his service.
Yeah.
He could donate his service as an app developer and create this app, because we need it. We need it. Absolutely. So, it's different ways that we can actually help. It's different ways that we can get the word out. And so, yeah, it's different. It's definitely so many different ways that people can get involved. And yes, I'm looking for people to get involved. So if you want to get involved, you can come out Sunday. It's going to be University of Penn's campus. Just email me at officialbigotry@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram or send me a DM. Tell me you want to come out. I'll send you the RSVP link. If you can't make it out, again, you can do the following things. You can donate, you can download, you can create the PSA, you can spread the word, and you could just, be a part of the solution. Make sure that if you see something, you say something about it, but more importantly, you do something. You become active.
Absolutely. Well, we really want to, like I said earlier, I just want to thank you for coming on the show. I want to thank you for being a guest. I want to thank you for, bringing more awareness to our viewers. I really, really appreciate it. When I talked to you, when I originally met you, this really, it just really touched. I think I told you we had just recently did an episode of Black and Missing, and we would, just try and look for ways to get more into this Black and Missing, because this is a big issue and it means a lot to me, because I have a sister that lives by herself, that's always out and doing her shows and stuff. I have cousins. I have my own daughter that it just freaks me out. Just the human trafficking, the Black and Missing. It really freaks me out. I feel like I want to be on her back everywhere she goes.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to be in her pocket.
If we get back to community, then we can feel a little more. We can, that's why this campaign, if you read it, it's a prevention awareness campaign. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So, your daughter, if we get back to that community base, your daughter belongs to the village. It's everybody's daughter. Our children, so we got to get back to that. So that's
we really need to get back to that. Them neighborhoods where everybody's grandmama was watching, looking out the window, where if you was doing something down the street,
but we are so now
up the street.
Society and a culture. We're now in the culture of mind your own business, mind your business. Like, why you in my business? And it's like,
let me just say something about that. Let me say something about that. That I'm going to say, and I don't care who agree, who disagree. that's also our fault. That's our fault, because
Mm-hmm.
when you think about all these witnesses and stuff that are being taunted, their houses are being burnt down and things like that,
Yeah,
that's what pushes
yeah,
people to not say anything anymore.
yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. We're definitely in that culture now. I'm a mind my business. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You know. So when it comes to situations like this, now we definitely got our nose in drama. You know, we definitely got our
Mhm.
nose in a bunch of nonsense. Why can't we put our nose in something positive? Why can't we help our community when it comes to things like this? But then we'll be the main ones on TV when something do happen, screaming, "Don't nobody help us! Don't nobody help us! We gotta help ourselves."
Yeah,
You
right
know.
now, right now, we should have them numbers jumping. Somebody should have been all this talking that we did. That's why
Yeah.
I'm about to get to the field, y'all. I'm about to sign off. You know what
All
I'm saying?
right.
Because if we was with on a European tele broadcast, those they not investing to their own. The numbers would have been jumping. So it's like
Yeah.
they they
Yeah.
they they get right to it. So it's
And
just like,
even if we was on Love and Hip Hop, you know,
yeah,
we was
Mhm.
on something that is a bunch of freaking nonsense. The numbers
yeah.
would be hitting. You know, the numbers would be hitting.
But
Mhm.
if you definitely could show the clip, um,
Yeah, but
I,
Nate is gonna show the clip when we go on commercial break. He's
and
gonna
play
show
it.
the PSA.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And play that
Yeah.
eschatology all the way through so they can listen and they can hear and hopefully they can
Absolutely.
connect the
Well,
dots.
I'm on here now. I'm gonna go ahead and donate as well. I'm on here now, just reading to sign it on. But thank you again. Thank you so much again, Big Dre, for coming
Yeah.
on to the show. We
You
really
will
appreciate
definitely.
it.
Now I
Yeah.
appreciate the platform, you know, because y'all could be on here gossiping about how Wendy Williams is, back and she's we ready for her to gossip or something like that. Y'all
Yeah.
could be talking about anything. Y'all
Yeah.
could be
We
talking
can talk
about like
about
how
anything.
Kanye got a new girlfriend or something. But
Yeah,
I
we
don't
could
care
be
you
about
talking
know,
that
about
either.
anything, but we're
I
choosing
don't
to
care about
bring
that either.
awareness. You
yeah,
know,
and
Yeah.
it is
we want to
it.
bring awareness to it.
I want to say something. It is Human Trafficking Awareness Month, but keep in mind, like I was doing this before Human Trafficking Awareness Month, so every month is Human
Absolutely.
Trafficking Awareness Month.
Yeah,
Until we get those numbers down, you know what I'm saying, and we put something in place that we can monitor and get those numbers down. It's going to be Human Trafficking Awareness Month. Even when I'm not posting, it's still Human
Absolutely.
Trafficking Awareness Month. So
yeah.
let's
And let's
let's let's
not
keep
wait
that
till
in
it
mind.
happens to us directly, and let's not wait till it affects us directly. You know, we can all do something now so that it won't happen to us, so that it won't affect us directly, and
Absolutely.
then we jump right on it. You know, so let's
Exactly.
help those
Well,
who need the help now.
we'll definitely use our platform. I definitely want to use our platforms to repost the link
Yeah,
so we can
definitely, definitely.
get more involved, and just bring awareness to our location, to the whole Baltimore location,
Yeah,
because our girls here are missing too. They're coming up missing
yeah,
here and there,
yeah,
especially up there where the casinos at.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah. Well, thank you, Bigger Drew. We really appreciate you coming on. We
I
hope this
appreciate it.
isn't, we know this is your first time, but hopefully this isn't your last time. So
Last
Hey,
thank you,
year,
thank you, thank you, thank you,
absolutely,
thank you for coming on, okay?
I appreciate
absolutely.
y'all.
And
Thank
Peace
enjoy
and
your
love.
you.
day, and thank you for doing what you're doing. We appreciate
Thank
you.
thank you too.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Peace, y'all.
Bye.
Have a good one. That was definitely uh, a really nice, episode or segment, a nice segment, because like I said, we invest so much of our time into a bunch of negativity and a bunch of
Hmm.
foolishness. Why can't we just invest our time into something that matters? You know.
Yeah,
So I definitely.
just just like I said, well, just that, we still want you to invest. Basically, the goal is, I want the goal this year to just invest into our community overall.
Mm-hmm.
Because we talked
Yeah.
about, at the bazaar about investing into our Black owned
Black
businesses.
on. Yeah. Yeah.
We talked about, supporting, community, supporting all the artists within our community. So basically, let's make the goal this year to invest back into our community. I like the way that's said. Instead of one particular
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
invest back into our community. And I really think we should push that Black Rose this year. I really
Yeah, we
think we
should do.
should
We should.
push.
We're gonna push that. Definitely push that narrative. And talking to him, it made me want to focus more so on social issues. A lot of
Yes.
times we talk about we've had different types of,
relationships and stuff.
we had relationships. We definitely want to do more social issues as well. So if anybody's out there that
Absolutely.
is listening and they might share this, if you know any social issue that you would like to bring awareness to, we will definitely more than welcome you on this platform to share that awareness,
Absolutely.
whatever that may be, whatever your awareness and you want to bring awareness to, we will definitely bring that on this platform because, like I said, we can spend our time talking about a bunch of bull, a bunch of crap. Let's spend our time doing something positive and
That
giving
I
that
don't care
into
about.
our people, pushing the right narrative, pushing a positive narrative. Because the
That's
narratives
true.
out here that are being pushed is it's associated with negativity. So it's like, why
It
can't
is.
we push something that is positive? Why can't we bring awareness to certain things like this? It might not, like I said, don't wait until it doesn't affect you directly. Why can't we do something now? Because a lot of times, as often as Black people, we wait till something happens to us
Mm-hmm.
and it affects us, then we care. We shouldn't have to do that. We shouldn't do that. We shouldn't do that at all. But this was definitely
Absolutely.
a good show. I really enjoyed it. I
I thought
enjoyed
it
him.
was. I
Yeah.
thought it was.
Hmm.
This is a good way to start off the year. I
Yeah,
really
it's a good
like
way to
that.
start off this new year. Yeah.
And we do have, like I told y'all, in the clips, Black Rose was out sick. But as I told y'all, we have a lot of great things that we just want to bring
Hmm.
to you guys this year. We have a
Yeah.
lot of great topics.
A
We
lot of
have,
great topics.
a lot of guests as she was calling out. If you have awarenesses or you have something, that is going to bring positivity to our community, please reach out to us. You can DM us or you can email us. I always forget the email. It's what is it,
Podcast
podcast
IMC,
I'm
podcast
shit.
IMC at gmail.com.
I always forget the email. I always forget the email.
Podcast IMC at gmail.com. Maybe we could edit the scroll at the bottom and put the email in there
Yeah,
too.
because I
Maybe we could
always
do that
forget
because we got
the
our
email.
IG and
Let's
our
not.
Facebook in there, but we should also put the email in there because this girl forgets.
Yeah,
Her
I
mind
sure
slips.
do. I do. I got
So,
too many kids for that. I got too many
but
kids for that.
also remember to like, share, and subscribe. Guys, it takes nothing to hit a like. It takes nothing to hit share, and it takes nothing to subscribe. It doesn't take any time out your day. It doesn't affect your scrolling efforts. It doesn't do any of that. So,
Yes, yes, yes.
why not support two young Black entrepreneurs who are trying to make a difference in this world, and not even in this world, but also in this community. We are definitely trying to do better and get better as time go along because who's
Utilizing
going
our
to care about us
platform.
other than us? Who's going to care about us
Right,
other than us?
right,
And when I say
right.
us, I mean African Americans as a whole. You want to call yourself Black, Negro, whatever you want to call yourself. Us of melanated skin, who's going to take care of us other than us? So we have to definitely look out for each other, help each other. And I know that sometimes when you can't help everybody. You can't help everybody because everybody don't want to
Nope.
be helped.
Or
But
everybody want to take
those that
advantage of the
do,
help you give
yeah,
them.
yeah, those that do and those that want the help and those that need the help, why can't we do it? Why can't we do these things? So 2022 is definitely going to be looking up for us. We're definitely going to be
Yeah.
excited about all the things that we have going on. We're definitely looking for guests. Go ahead.
I really just want to finally say, I'm not getting emotional, so please do not cry. I really just want to say that I'm really excited to be able to go on this journey with you. It really just makes me excited to
Who
say, hey,
crying? You crying?
you. I said I'm
Oh
not
no, I thought
emotional.
you was about to cry. I
No,
said,
I
oh
ain't
my
about to
God,
cry.
somebody record this.
You better not record
I thought
me.
it was you about to cry. I was like, I
I
see
ain't
you
never
see your
gonna
face. I
cry.
was like,
I ain't never gonna cry. The only time when I cry is that
oh.
thing gonna last. What's the last episode when you started crying? I said, "Oh, I got to get out this screen because she playing around up on here." But I just
No.
really wanted to say that I really enjoy, being able to go through this, journey with you. If nobody else, it works. It works.
Mm-hmm.
We had several conversations about it. We know it's gonna go, what way it was gonna go. But it actually works. It actually works. And
Mm-hmm.
I love being able to have these conversations. I love, just being able
Mm-hmm.
to, learn.
it definitely brings another meaning and a deeper depth to our relationship. I feel like, it opens up doors in our relationship that we never really decided to touch on, that we never really decided to talk about. So a lot of the times when we talk about different, aspects, and we have different episodes, and, I'd be like, okay, oh, I didn't know she was interested in that. And, I didn't know she liked that. So, it's definitely an eye opener for us because, while we've been friends for many years, we have definitely, I wouldn't say we kept it at a level, but we didn't discuss certain things. It was just
Right.
like, we're not going to talk about that we don't want to. We just don't,
Right.
But
Yeah.
it's definitely bringing a different meaning and a different depth to our relationship. So I like
It
that
is.
stuff.
It is. Aw. You too,
But
Nate.
2022 is gonna, Nate is well. I like his constructive criticism. I like that he doesn't talk at us. He helps us. He coaches us. He guides us because he has his own show. He has his own podcast. Shout out to the Artist Exchange every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 5 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. He has his own platform that he could, be taking his time and building up himself. He has his own following, his own everything. And I'm thankful that he is taking that time out for us to even put us on his YouTube platform where he has a lot of followers. So he's taking the time out to say, hey, on Saturdays, I'm going to put this show on my platform. So we're thankful for that as well. So it's like, it's like I told Nate the other day, when one hand washes the other, the magic that happens is amazing. It is amazing when you can see when one hand washes the other, and it's not like, oh, I'm behind my hand, I don't want nobody to know what I'm doing. It's always like, we help each other, and it's so amazing. Nate said, this is the dream. I was created to help others. Absolutely. And help others help themselves. I love that. You definitely help us to help ourselves. You definitely give us the tools, and you lay it out for us, and it's up to us for us to take it and run with it and whatever we're going to do with it. Yeah. And I like that he allows us to express ourselves in any way that we want, because this essentially is our show. He don't say, y'all need to do that. Y'all need to do that. Whenever we say, Nate, what you think about that? He be like, whatever y'all want to do. And I like how he doesn't push us in a way to fit fit a narrative that helps him or anybody. It's always, okay, if that's what y'all want to do. Okay, if that's what y'all want to do,
that was, and that was kind of my take on coming into the show, just being able to, set a platform to, be a voice for myself. Something I've never ever been able to do. Like you said, with us talking and us being friends, we have conversations, but most of the conversations that we've had, in these years have been, girlfriend conversations, homegirl conversations.
Yeah.
But that's what we should
challenge. That's what we should challenge women to do. Over the next few weeks or months, maybe challenge your friendships. Bring in those uncomfortable conversations that you don't normally want to have with your homegirls. Because most of the time we want to talk about our man and let's go have a drink and let's talk about some foolishness. Like, challenge your relationships with your friends, your homegirls, your homeboys. Challenge our relationship and bring in those uncomfortable conversations. Throw in those conversations that's going to be like, what?
Absolutely.
Where that come from? Because you don't know what a person may be thinking. Pick their brain. Because you might agree on one topic. Let's see how you do with a disagreement on another topic. See where their brains, pick their brains. See what they thinking.
Absolutely.
Bring in those mental health conversations. Yeah, bringing those mental health conversations, bringing these missing conversations, bringing all of these different conversations that you can bring in. Yeah,
mental health is a big one.
Mental health is definitely the one that you need to bring up. If anything, bring that mental health conversation up and see what happens.
Check on your friends. Check on your friends. I didn't even tell you I had a situation. I know this off topic. We only got a couple minutes, but I didn't even tell you that over the Christmas break, I forgot all about it, girl, because it got in my spirits. I had to shut down. I actually went to sleep. The situation with, my brother, my nephew had called me, but I was in North Carolina, and he had called me and basically was explaining to me that his mother was going through the same situation that kind of transpired to my brother.
Again.
But my nephew was in the middle. Check on your friends. Please stop being these girlfriends that's giving the wrong advice. So you looking at your friends, boyfriend or
So
significant other, like,
is
oh
it a
girl, he
situation
got
where
this,
she
he
kind of like
got
put him in
that.
harm's way, or it was a situation where it was like, oh, I feel like
Basically,
I'm in
he
harm's
stepped
way.
into the same. Basically, he stepped into the same place that Randy stepped into. It was a situation. It was a domestic situation, and he, basically, it was almost like history repeated itself, and I felt it down to my core, Crystal, and I cried a little bit because I felt like I replayed history in my mind, and I couldn't do anything because I was 6 hours away. I couldn't do anything. But yeah, so basically, instead of, usually,
He
calling
turns
and asking,
18 this
hey,
year, doesn't he?
Randall. Yeah, yeah. He
I
jumped in
want
because
him
of
to
course
get
who's not going to
away.
defend their mother?
I want him to get away. He turned 18 this year. I want
That's
him
the
to get
conversation. That's the big
away.
conversation.
And it's so
That's
crazy.
the big
I want to
conversation. But
say
the
this
biggest thing,
on this show. Let's normalize doing away with relationships that mean you no good. Whether it be mother, father, sister, brother, whoever, normalize doing away with situations that mean you no good, because people don't understand when negativity follows you, it follows everyone around you.
what is, let's just say, okay, here we go. I do you even better. Let's go deeper. What's the meaning of toxic? Toxic is something deadly, right?
Toxic can be, yes.
Something
Toxic
deadly.
is something that toxic. What do you mean, like a toxic relationship, or just the word toxic?
Just the word toxic. It means something
The
deadly,
word
right?
toxic meaning deadly. Yes, deadly.
Let's stay away from these toxic relationships because they can turn into deadly relationships depending on the type of relationship that you're in. These relationships can turn bad from my own personal
It is like,
experience.
what are you going to a domestic violence survivors meeting and then you're trying to figure out who their boyfriend are and then you want to befriend the boyfriends or something? Because why is it that something what is it in you that attracts that type of man? Where are you finding these men from that just feels like it's okay to beat your ass? Where are you getting these men from that feels like it's okay to just blatantly beat your ass? Whether it's in front of your children, your home, or wherever. Where are you finding these men at? I want to ask. But I don't have that conversation because I don't talk to her.
That brings me back to where we started. That nigga is wanted, but not needed.
But not needed.
Not needed.
Oh, wait a minute. Nate said, last question. What is your wish for I.Am.She Podcast for 2022? Oh, that's deep.
Yes. The wish. Hold on there. You can't throw us under the bus like that. You gotta give me one second.
Okay, I got mine. So, my wish for I.Am.She Podcast is to catapult into a whole new dimension of this podcast world. I want to gain more followers. I want to bring more awareness to situations. I want to be out in the community. I want to be at these events. I want to be a force in this world that is to be reckoned with. For 2022, I want us to, like you said, be out there and have our hands in it, hands on. While we can sit in our, behind our computers, but I want our faces to be known. I want our names to be known. I want people to be like, ooh, I got something I can put on your show. I want that. I want people to come to us and feel like this is a place where they can let their hair down, get some awareness, get some positive energy and positive vibes. This is where I want. That's what I want.
I want to be able to just overall, I just want to be able to get more involved and help our community. Just overall, just put, just use our platform to make change, to make a change. That's all. That's the biggest thing for me. Just use our platform, like Bigger Dre was talking about, to just make a change, in a positive direction, in a positive way.
That we want.
Absolutely. That's our goal. Let's follow it. But go ahead. Go ahead with your I think what we had to do, the sponsor. What we have to do to close out. Do we have any ads? Do we have any ads?
No, we don't have any sponsors at this. Well, other than your mom. Shout out to Angie and
Leavy. Otis.
Pearson.
Shout out to Otis. Yeah, Pearson.
Pearson for being a sponsor. While they don't have a business, they are a sponsor. While they don't have a business, they are definitely some supporters. Oh, before we close out, major shout out to one of our biggest, one of our faithful viewers, Indira. She got married yesterday in a very, very intimate ceremony, and I wanted to be sure that we recognized her and her husband. I am so thankful for her. She is definitely one of our biggest viewers, and she makes sure we are on every week. She even messaged me over the holidays to make sure that I was okay. So I'm thankful for her. She is. I wish you could meet her. I want you to meet her, but she has
actually,
such an awesome
when I was doing the videos, when I was just jumping on doing the the holiday videos, she actually jumped on there and commented. So thank you so much for still following me, even though I never met you personally. Thank you so much for still following us and still supporting us. Oh my God! Congratulations!
Yeah.
Oh my
God! So
major
shout out to her. She got married yesterday in what she called an intimate ceremony, and I loved it. It was amazing. I believe that was her first time, she said, wearing makeup, and she looked beautiful. She was gorgeous. She already has gorgeous features, but makeup enhances our beauty. It doesn't make us beautiful. It enhances our beauty. So she definitely looked awesome. She was such a beautiful bride yesterday. So I wanted to say congratulations to her and her husband, and wishing you a lifetime of love and prosperity and happiness in your marriage. Yes, and happiness. So we're gonna close out.
It takes a lot of work.
It takes a lot of work. And she is an awesome person, and she's definitely one of the people that want to put the work in and will put the work in. I've seen her firsthand. So
that is love.
She's awesome. So I just wanted to say congratulations to her. Yeah. So we're gonna close out on that. Thank you guys for tuning in. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to be a sponsor, email us at PodcastIAmShe gmail.com. Don't forget. So you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook. So thank you guys for tuning in today. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye. I know Nate said his sound went out, so I just typed it in.
I did to say that. We're still here, guys.
See y'all next week. Bye.